Look at this thing. Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again, thank you for stopping by. Wow. So I've delved into the free speed kits again. Obviously, if you follow this channel, you've seen we've got the Ford Aero Max 114th truck, which is free speed. And now we've got the Toyota 4x4 Mountain Rider. Look at the size of the thing. So I don't know a great deal about these, if I'm honest. Obviously, I remember them, for the free speeds from back in the day. The little bit of knowledge I do have, the very first one was a Blazing Blazer, then the Toyota 4x4 pickup, and then I think there was a little bit of the Gap, and then the Bruiser came out, and then there was a Gap, and then the Mountaineer came out, which was the original. The re-release called the Mountain Rider, and then there's a couple of ones that I don't know. You know, is it the Toyota Tundra, and maybe a Tundra High Lift or something. Again, I don't know. I don't think all these chassis are identical. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Blazing Blazer and the 4x4 pickup, that was a unique chassis, and then the Bruiser and the Mountaineer, I believe, was a unique chassis. And then possibly it changed again. They are all very similar though, and they're all free speed. So I'll just give you, I've wrote some facts and figures down because I couldn't remember all this. So I'll come back to the Bruiser, the Blazing Blazer at some point, but this shares the chassis with the Bruiser. So the Bruiser was the first one to come out in 1985, and that was on 58048. And then quite a few years passed, and the Mountaineer came out in 92 on 58111. So what was there? So it was a 5, 6, 7 year gap in between the Bruiser and the Mountaineer. And then obviously the Bruiser got brought out as a re, and so did the Mountain Rider, formerly known as Mountaineer. Now, interestingly, this has been released 3 times. Now, it was first seen in 2014 on part number 84386, no problem with that. But then it came out again in December 2014 on 57071. But I found that strange. And then listen to this. And then it came out again in April 2019 on 47394. So 3 different releases of it, all with different part numbers. I have no idea why that is, so if any of you experts out there know, please stick that in the comments. Was there some subtle changes between the kits? No idea. This particular one is the 2019 release. Still got the shrink wrap on, how cool's that? So as I said, I don't know a great deal about them, and I'm going to say something a little bit controversial. I've never liked how the Bruiser looks, and I know loads of people think it's gorgeous. It's not a bad looking thing, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't float my boat. Whereas the Mountaineer, and I apologise, I know it's actually the Mountain Rider, but I'm going to call it the Mountaineer. This is such a great looking truck. So for what, again, the Bruisers seem a lot easier to get than the Mountaineers, and I'm not too sure whether Tamiya made less of these kits. I've no idea. But these have rocketed up in price recently. I was so lucky to find this one locally in Canada on a local selling site. So a massive shout out to Chris if you're watching. That's the gentleman I purchased it off in Canada. I had a little 2-hour road trip to collect it. Lovely gentleman. We had a nice RC chat on outside his house. Social distancing with masks on, of course. And I came away with this beast. So I'm really happy with it. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll take the shrink wrap off it, which I don't like doing, to be honest, because I'm not going to pull everything out, but I do want to take the lid off and just see what it looks like inside. And then when we've done that, we'll come back on, because another gentleman, Chris Silver, has allowed me to show you some photographs of his build, the chassis build that he's put together. I just thought that'd be a nice way to end the video, because this thing's not like, what would you call, like a Blackfoot, for example. These are almost built basically like real cars, real trucks. There's a lot of metal parts on it as well, and I'd also have a couple of questions at the end of the video anyway. So what we'll do is now I'll bring the camera over and let's get the lid off and see what's inside. Well, what an absolute beast this is. I absolutely, I'm only making this video now and I've had the kit for about 2, maybe 3 weeks. Honestly, can't stop looking at it. The artwork is just second to none. Such a good looking truck, this one. And then the side view of the box. Look at this, all metal. Metal prop shaft, big gearbox at the front. All the chassis metal. It looks a right build, this one. As I said earlier, it ain't no Blackfoot, is it? And then a quick look at the 3-speed transmission gearbox. Looks pretty complicated, doesn't it? I'm really looking forward. As I said, I don't know which one I'm going to build first, whether it's going to be this or the truck. But I am really looking forward to getting stuck into the gearbox and see how it all goes. And then just a quick, we put like a real life picture of it. That just looks superb. Sorry I'm going on, but I really do like how this truck looks. Damn, would you look at that? This box is huge. Get the size of my hand to it. It's absolutely, it's bigger than the truck box, which surprised me. It's definitely the biggest Tamiya box I've ever seen. So first thing that I found out, the chassis is already built for you. I kind of thought we'd be putting that together, and then you've got front and back axles. So anyway, let's just check the camera a bit closer for you guys. There, that's a little bit better. So as you can see, full chassis, metal. That's the front axle housing, rear. There's a bit of weight in them as well, you know. They're cast, aren't they? Oh my word. I wonder if there's gearing in there already. Can't be, can there? And then just obviously taking the bag out the top, we've got the gorgeous chrome wheels. One of the questions I do have for you guys, sorry for the bags, I've noticed that's a big front bumper, that's the rear, and there's also in the same white plastic the side ones. I've seen I'm just looking at the box art now as we speak, and it looks like it might be painted silver. I was wondering if there were metal alloy ones of these that people were buying, but yeah, maybe we just have to actually spray them up silver or a chrome colour. And the anti-roll bar wants to match as well. I think I'll definitely be going chrome on that. So yeah, interestingly, I said anti-roll bar, but that is actually chromed already. For me personally, I'd love to have seen the front and back and side bumpers done in the same. I just think it would have looked better, because now I'm going to have to match them up when I paint them. There's the spotlights. But yeah, let's have a look at the body shell. So the shell looks really big for 1/10. So obviously, as you can see, it's 2 pieces. Not sure why it's 2 pieces. I'm guessing there must be a reason for that. But yeah, even if I push them together, it's quite a fair size thing. I'm comparing it to something like the Blackfoot, but it definitely looks bigger. I think this is actually going to be a bigger 1/10 truck than the Blackfoot. And obviously we've got a ton of detailing to do on it. There's not a great deal of decals go on this, but oh my, I'm getting a little bit excited. Well, wow, what a thing this is. As I said earlier, I alluded to the point that these are not cheap. As soon as I took the lid off, you can see why they're not cheap. Wow, this is a right piece of kit. And I've not even thought about running it. Massive shout out to Chris Silver. I'm just putting some of his Mountaineer build pictures up now, just for you guys in case you can't, sort of, if you didn't know how it goes together. But as you can see by those pictures in those little steps, it's you build it like a real truck. Absolutely superb. So yeah, again, no plans to build this anytime soon, and I've not even thought about running it, to be honest. I still not bought the radio gear for the truck, but at least now this has given me more of a reason to buy a set. So obviously, I can't remember, I think the truck needs 4 channel. I'm guessing this is 3 channel. So I'll get a decent set that'll cover both the truck and the Mountaineer, which is cool because if I hadn't got this, I probably wouldn't have bought the radio gear for the truck because I'm too tight. But now we'll have the option to run both in the summer, sort of spring, summer. So yeah, stick in the comments what you think, guys, if you've got one. Is there anything I need to know about them? I did post it on Facebook or Instagram when I first picked it up, and there were a few people saying, oh, you've got to upgrade certain things. I'm not so sure. Does this need upgrading? I mean, these don't run hard. Oh, and just while I remember, you guys, a lot of you guys will know Matteo on YouTube and the epic movie-style running videos he's made. If you type in Matteo and found his, I don't know if he's called it Mountaineer or Mountain Rider, but just watch that running video. 100% you'll want to go out and buy one of these. It looks super. I mean, all his videos are superb. But just with this particular truck, I think I've personally added about 200 views onto that video for him. Yeah, looks absolutely superb. Anyway, guys, I'll wrap this video up. It was only meant to be a quick one. Thanks again for watching. It's massively appreciated. If it's the first time you've seen one of my videos, if you could please consider liking and subscribing. And if you do that, smash that notification bell for our weekly videos. And as always, happy arseing.